I've been fortunate across a little bit of aluminium. Aluminium, no reason, just that it was free. It measures 80, 25 and 48, 6. Okay, so 2 of these. What I'm going to do is, just for now, because I can't really see much use other than scrap, is I'm just going to halve it. You see how we've got some holes here? That's just outcome, nothing to do with me. So we're going to cut it here, cut it there, get rid of that little bit in the middle. Try and pick these up with lubrication holes, which I will show you in a minute what else has happened. I managed to get hold of some gears, okay, quite cheap. Okay, so that was $6.51 each. So I bought 3 of those. Quite nice. Well, that's clear. I thought, shall I get some made? Shall we go making some myself? Why would you for that price? So I'm really happy with that. Then we're going to need bushes. You'll see other people use bushes. So I had a look at the price of bushes, and I managed to find, while I was looking for bushes, some needle roller bearings. Now they're £3.40 for 2 with 28p postage. These seals as well, with enough seals to do those bearings, 8 of those bearings and seals, was still cheaper than I could get a bush from, an all-light bush, hardened bush, whatever you want, in this country. So I know it's a bit over the top, but I'm going needle roller bearing and oil seals. So we're going to start by doing, like I said, chop it in half, and then we're going to start marking it out. These are little gears we bought. Okay, that little fella there. Okay, I'm not going to worry about the sizes of shafts yet or anything of the sorts. We just need to, I've quickly worked out here, the distance we need to drive 2 of them, and then the driven at the top, driver at the bottom. So those are the clearances we need, but I'll go into it in a bit more detail. So that's where we are. We're going to start by cutting this up. Aluminium now cut. I'm really happy with it. I've just refurbished the whole saw, new bearings, new bushes, realigned it all. It was a bit of a mess. It was destined for the skip, and I thought I'd have a little go, and that has come out absolutely beautiful. Really chuffed with that. Anyway, you remember the existing holes. Okay, what I've done on the other side, I've picked up on these existing holes and made a plate to strap it together. Okay, these were 24mm apart, and all I've done is made a plate. I think they were about 23.5. I actually drilled it so it holds it nicely together. I'm now going to do the same on the other side. Hold those 2 together, drill. I'm trying to put the bearing here and the other bearing here. I'm going to drill straight through, keeping it nice and parallel. We're going to use an expanding reamer to make it all nice for the bearings to go in, so it's a nice little tap fit. And doing this, it won't let it move. Catasong bolts. So I'm going to make the other strap now. Okay, this is where we are, sizes. So now it's all cut, strapped together, like I said, 2 straps. Get the existing height, which is 80. We're now down to 220, 210. I wanted to get rid of the existing hole. Like I say, I'm going to put one of them here. Say filling it up or worrying about breaking into it. This hole there, the original datum, didn't quite incorporate that, so I just shimfed it across a bit. Got these set at 41.5. 41.5 is what we need to get mesh, and we need plus 46 to give us clearance. Okay, so 46, 41.5. So set these at 41.5 on my datum, and then scribed a line. I did do one there, you can probably see. 41.5, that will give us mesh to that datum. Okay, so that'll be there, there and there. I wanted to keep the top gear below that line, and obviously the bottom driver has got to be below there because it will be rubbing on the voice or whatever I choose to do at the bottom. Okay, so I simply put one there, one there. That will give us a roller distance of 55mm. Okay, between, and obviously that's your 41.5. So that'll give you 55mm there. I think that'll be quite good. Roller coming down in the centre, you've got to imagine. That really will give us a tight form. That'll be just right. So we've been building up the drills, and we're up to that size now. Which, unfortunately, is the biggest drill on Morse taper 2 for my drill there. We need to get to 30mm for the bearing, so that drill there, well 29.5, and that's on a Morse taper 3. So what I managed to find on the internet was this little fella here, which is Morse taper 2 male to Morse taper 3 female. Now, I don't expect this to be highly accurate, but as we're going down with an expanded reamer, I think we should have a bit of joy. Okay, 4-lip drill that I got off a car boot. This is our 29.5, bearings 30mm, so I'm going to take the rest up with an expanding reamer, the 1/2mm, plus it allows for a bit of inaccuracy. We're going to try this now, this attachment. I'm using a lovely cracking little German oil gun running a paraffin based lubricant. So let's try it, let's see what run out we got on this. I'll just try it just for a sec. Alright. Unfortunately this is as slow as my drill goes, I cannot get this drill any slower. That 4-lip drill is running beautifully. That is a nice finish. Okay, the hole's drilled now, and that, considering it's a drill and a bit of homemade lubrication using a paraffin base, that is one hell of a finish for a drill. So there you go, there's your 4-lip drill. That is absolutely superb. I'll be using one of them again. Brilliant finish. So that's 29.5, 30mm bearing. And there you go. Just need to take a bit more out. And that's what I'm going to do with the expanding reamer. Okay, so from the 4-lip drill, which took us to 29.6, 29.5, 25.6, I used the expanding reamer. This is a good British one, Taylor & Jones, no Chinese chocolate. I mean, bought this second hand and the blades are beautiful. It was off eBay. I think I paid £14 for it. Company in Worcester. So simply just the 2 collars, and you move those blades along using the 2 collars. Screw one up, screw down. Moving them that way expands it out and makes the hole slowly bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, not ideally suited to aluminium, but because the bearings we're using are a little bit random to say the least on size, these holes were fine-tuned to suit those rather than doing them to a nominal size. So I cheated a little bit with this. I put it in, rested it on the bottom of the vise, and then slowly moved them out and out and out and out using the 2. The reason for this being, with the aluminium, it will chatter a bit and wreck the holes. And then simply on the last pass I did take it in on the final finish size and go from top to bottom. So these are now at 30mm. That will be a nice tap fit, you can see. Okay, so that'll be a little tap fit for all of those. So next I think we're going to drill a little hole here, and that will be for, sorry, there, that will be for the roller to come in, so drill it there. And we've got to work out how we're going to pivot it here, so there'll be the form roller there. Okay, I'm also going to think about the lubrication. I ideally want to hide the grease nipples because I'm good at smashing things off, so I didn't know whether to sink them in, counterbore them in somewhere here and then feed. And I was thinking, do I do an elaborate path? And I thought, no, just go straight down. What I mean. So now we're going to whack the hole in there and then work out our base. And now we're going to do that. So we've put in a 14mm hole straight away through, and that will be for the form, sorry, that way, the form roller. This is currently upside down. This is the base. Now, like I said, I've got to get grease to these bearings and what have you. So we got fixture hole, fixture, 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 fixture. Okay, all of those will be screwed straight through. And now I've done 4 loopholes. Okay, so 2 for this side. We're going to drill. In theory, down there, catch that, down there, into that, and then the same here, down there, catch that, and into that, and that will be the 4 holes, if it works. And then we're going to take these holes out in diameter, and then we're going to thread that in its place, so when the bottom's on, the grease nipple is protected, but you can still get your grease gun in there. That's the idea. Got some 30mm steel, square, and that is what's on there. So all we're going to do now is take the strap off, pack that in between, clamp this all together. As you can see, the holes I've already drilled, and we're just going to drill through and then thread them or take them out in diameter, whatever needed. So here we go. I've put in the 8mm bolts, took those up to 8mm. Would have liked to have done 8mm there, but some muppet did the hole too close and I could only get a 6mm down the back. So ideally I should have moved that way. You can see the grease nipples down those holes. Okay, counter sunk in, obviously. And I've actually tested them, and you can see the grease on there. And that works a treat. You see all the little squidgy bits of grease come out. Here's my drilled holes. That's come out quite well. I suppose if I wanted it accurately, maybe I should have plugged those and drilled. But I think as long as you keep the centre line over here, it won't wander. And as you can see, it was quite successful. I was quite happy with that. So 1 grease nipple straight through, another grease nipple straight through. Yeah, I had a little test, works well. So that's where we are at the moment. That's that. Quite a nice base, really, quite a strong one. Got the existing holes there. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to make the shafts going through. Ideally, I'd like to have the gears on the inside, but we will see, because I might not be able to bring down that low enough to get a shaft out here without it hitting the gears. I will see. If not, we simply just mount it on the outside like that. We shall see. We'll see. Like that. But first of all, I'm going to have a little sit down, little think. Let me get something through there, see how it goes. Okay, so that's the base done.